Welcome everybody to Cloud Innovators Live for telecommunications. I have with me Matt Anderson, who's focused on network modernization and really helping our communication service provider customers rethink how they deploy, operate, and manage their network. Matt, welcome.
Thanks, Brian. Yeah, recently launched our network modernization solution. Really excited about it. We've got kind of three components of the solution. First is network evolution, which is really focused on moving towards cloud native networks at the edge, right? How do we reduce the cost of ownership? How do we improve agility and flexibility within the network? And how do we help them scale on demand? The second component of our solution is OSS/BSS modernization. OSS is operations support system. BSS is a business support system. That's really the heart of how the telco operates their business, right? And same concept here. We want to move towards cloud native applications, cloud native ecosystem, and really, modernize their, legacy applications and systems they have that run their core business. And then the final component is really network analytics and AI. Really focusing on how do we bring insights, artificial intelligence to drive new business outcomes for our customers by combining the tons of data they have coming off the network with some of their customer data and really allowing them to build new business models, to apply it to their operations and become more efficient. So really looking across the entire way they run their business.
So Matt, that sounds like a lot. You just took me across the network, some of the core systems that activate that network, how you manage and operate, and into the data and analyzing that, which has a great effect on the customer. Are we just doing this on our own? What's going on here?
Yeah, it's a lot of ground to cover. Like we are across cloud, we're really an ecosystem, and we've got a lot of core platform capabilities that we can use to kickstart that modernization effort. But we do rely on partners. On the network function side, the Ericssons, the Nokias, the Casa Systems of the world, and looking at how do we deploy 5G networks and RAN associated with that on our Google Distributed Cloud Edge platform. From an OSS/BSS perspective, we have a lot of the big hitters validated on GCP, cloud native, really allowing the operators to become more agile when they deploy this on public cloud. And then from an analytics and AI perspective, we've got BigQuery, we've got BigQuery Omni, we've got Vertex. And then we also have some third-party applications that sit on top of that to really go after specific use cases.
So first-party, third-party applications that are really helping across the gamut here. Being able to do a lift and shift, is it really just a lift and shift?
No, not at all, right? Components maybe. Some of the applications may be cloud native already or very close. They may have to do a little bit of refactoring, but anyone that spends time in the telco world knows there's a lot of legacy out there, and there's a lot of re-architecting that has to happen, rewriting the applications, which can also help as they modernize.
So having to rewrite applications, you mentioned the legacy, you mentioned silos and things of that nature. How do folks get started? How can we take full advantage of CI/CD and the cloud native aspects of what we're trying to do here? Is that a heavy lift?
Yeah, it is for sure, right? I think we work with our SI partners to really go after how do we operationalize some of this and how do we build the strategy and the plan around looking at their entire application ecosystem and saying, hey, let's put a plan together on where we prioritize which applications, which ones are going to move to cloud, which ones candidly may stay on-prem forever, right? Because there's not a business case to do it, right? So it's always having that business lens on it, but then using the technology to really power that transformation.
So if you have to do a 1, 2, 3 for a CSP and give some advice, how to get started, where they start, and now where I'm going to go, what do you have to say?
Yeah, I think really starting with a network, that's the core of the services they offer, right? How can we help them? And that's the money they spend, right? They invest a ton of money building out networks.
It's the largest asset they have.
Exactly. So if we can help them streamline, become more cost effective, reduce that total cost of ownership there, then we tie that back to the systems level and say, hey, how do we go to cloud native on the systems to take advantage of the cloud native network? And then ultimately at the end, now we're generating all this data. How do we use that to help them improve their business?
And it's the combination of data that's already out there on the customer side and all those pieces and the network. That's what makes the CSP unique.
Exactly.
So taking advantage of that.
Yep.
Hey, thanks a lot, Matt, for the conversation. And that'll do it for us at Cloud Innovator Live for telecommunications.